Elsewhere, France's biggest farmers' unions say they are suspending the road blockades for the moment after the government announced new measures for the agriculture sector. Thousands of tractors have been parked on highways up and down the country for several days as part of protests over cheap imports, fuel taxes, and the impact of the green transition. Their calls for action have been echoed by fellow farmers in other European countries, as Ross Cullen reports.
The A1 motorway is normally one of Europe's busiest roads, but it's at a standstill. Agriculture workers have been blockading highways across the country, tractors and trailers bringing mainstream traffic to a halt, with the protesters preparing to be in it for the long haul.
Nous serons très exigeants quant aux résultats dans les semaines qui viennent, dans les mois qui viennent concernant ces mesures-là. Si ces mesures-là ne sont pas appliquées, si les résultats ne sont pas atteints, la mobilisation reprendra et malheureusement, je crains qu'elle soit plus violente.
Farmers are campaigning against cheap imports, red tape, high production costs, price pressures from retailers, and the impact on their sector of climate change policies.
The tractor is emblematic of agricultural life, and another issue these farmers are angry about is a feeling that countryside communities are being sidelined and forgotten by ministers. Bringing these vehicles to the outskirts of the capital city is an attempt to remind those in government of the struggles people from a rural background may face.
The French government has announced new financial support for farmers, a pledge to write the principle of food sovereignty into law, and bans on some imports treated with pesticides. The farmers' protests have not been confined to France, though. They have also been taking place in Germany, Greece and in Belgium, where demonstrators started fires and set off fireworks in front of the European Parliament during the EU summit on the 1st of February. Farmers across the continent are worried about a proposed trade deal between the EU and some Latin American countries, plus the impact of Ukrainian crop exports flooding the European market.
On sent bien qu'il va y avoir un problème et les lobbies à Bruxelles sont là très présents pour faire passer leurs idées, mais ils oublient qu'à la base, nous sommes des paysans, nous sommes là pour nourrir les Européens. Voilà. Et sacrifier, je dirais, son autonomie alimentaire aujourd'hui, pour nous, on tire la sonnette d'alarme pour dire que c'est un danger pour toute l'Europe.
There should be hundreds of trucks and cars on this stretch of the highway at any given moment, but instead there are hundreds of tractors parked up and going nowhere. Ross Cullen, CNA, Paris.